we kind of just tickle Hercules and Kuzenbo, so there's not a whole lot to do there. So right here, we're going to do some bopping. Can we get him out? Yes, we push him off his thing. That's what I was going for. So he turns and he runs. He ults. We're going to stay onto Heimdall. Raijin is getting attacked, but we are going for Heimdall. He's the bigger target. So now things aren't looking too hot. We're kind of just dancing around. We're going to use our shield that gets canceled by Kuzenbo's ultimate. Nice, we are able to get another kill onto the Heimdall. What do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Seanyb Gaming, and today we're going to be playing some Nike support. If you are new to the channel, welcome. We are going to try to do some commentary and figure out what we did right and what we did wrong. If you're a returning viewer to the channel, welcome back. Always glad to have you. So, for Nike, let's go ahead and take a look at her abilities. Her one, she does a line attack 3 times. If it connects on an enemy god twice, it's going to remove some protections. And if it connects the 3rd time, it's going to disarm. Nike's 2 is a shield that absorbs incoming damage, and you're able to recast the shield to reflect all of the damage back in front of the shield. And it also knocks back enemy gods who touch it. Nike's 3 is very simple. It's a dash. It's a leap through the air. Nike's ultimate, she's going to gain a shield based off of her maximum health. And then she's also going to apply a 40% slow. Nike's passive, she has 3 goals. The first one is eliminating 10 enemy gods as a team. The second one is eliminating 250 minions as a team. And the third one is having 2 people reach level 20. Each time you meet one of these objectives, you're going to be rewarded with increased power and increased movement speed. So let's take a look at our lane, because we are about to start bopping. They have a Heimdall and a Kuzenbo, and we have a De Morgan and Nike. So we have almost 0 early game pressure. In fact, it's bad. I haven't played a game where we were lacking the early pressure this much in a long time. So right there I had to pop my horrific emblem, which is my Relic that I chose to start with. I had to pop it just to get away from the first interaction on the wave. So we are off to a very rough start. So I kind of realized immediately that we're not going to have a strong early game. Jumping out, trying to stay alive. So, 2 interactions, both have our team messed up, so we gotta play a lot more passive in this lane, and just kind of level up, and then look for our engagements once we have some more points into our abilities. Right here, we're just gonna try to attack the minion wave. Kuzenbo cancels me out. That's something I need to start looking out for. He's done it each wave. So right now, early game, level 2, having the 1 be our main wave clearing wave, and Kuzenbo knocking that out or canceling it early, it's going to really affect the way we can clear lane. Looks like we have Arachne hanging out in lane. Loki tries to come over. We're going to leap in. We body blocked 1 for him, but he went down. So yeah, so it's not just our lane that's a little weird. We have a Raijin middle, normal. We have a tier solo, normal. But then we have a, oh no. I died here. I definitely could have prevented that death. I heard him throw it. I knew he was going to throw it. I had my finger over the jump button. Just did not jump. But the weird thing about our team is we have a Loki jungle, a Nike support. So we have 3 warriors, oh no, 2 warriors and 2 mages. He was hovering a warrior as an assassin before we locked in. So we just hit level 3. We're going to be able to put a point into our shield. Now that we have our leap and our shield, if they get too close to tower, we should be able to leap on them and push them under tower with the shield. Hopefully we'll be able to show that pretty soon. Kind of going over the build. The last few support games, I found one build that seems to kind of universally work on almost all gods. I would say maybe not as well on Guardians, but it works really well for Assassins and for Warriors, at least for physical gods. We're going to do a jump, we push him back just a little bit, and I don't know, he walks through it right there, I guess. That's the thing. Hopefully I don't die for it. Nope. Skipping around. That was a little questionable. I didn't think he got through that, especially like that close to the wall. And then hopefully by me doing that, that raises some flags in the Morgan's brain, and she's like, oh, I need to wait for him to do that so I can use my abilities while they're facing him trying to run away. But we'll see. Morgan just has a weak early game when it comes to clearing minion waves, and since she can't clear the wave all that well, it really comes down to, okay, hold on, knockback, get under tower, take a shot. There you go, got a beads. We're gonna use our one. Oh, we gotta go for it. Pop in the curse or the horrific. Nice. Able to get that. The Morgan just said peace. Just can't blame her. She thinks she was one shot away. But I've been using the same kind of build for Warriors and Assassins in support lane. So we're going to be getting Guardian's Blessing first. Then we're going to be going the Talaria boots. And then into Gauntlet of Thebes. So the Morgan's back. This is also a game where I feel obligated to stay in dual lane just a little bit longer because Morgan doesn't have the best early game. I do manage to hit 5 before her, but I think that is because I got a kill. She just hit 5. So the rotation question comes up, even though I think I'm going to hang out for a little bit. In a typical game, if I rotate mid, there's going to be maybe a wave or two before the Kuzenbo or the enemy team support is going to rotate mid. And you have to ask yourself as a support, am I more effective working with my carry in this lane? Or is my presence in this lane keeping their support in the lane? And would my carry be better off in a 1v1 against their carry? So I'm going to rotate mid. Hopefully this Kuzenbo will rotate with me. So right there I'm like, up, the Morgan's not there, that's going to be a wave under tower, maybe I should rotate back, and really indecisive right here. Here's Kuzenbo, so at least we got Kuzenbo off of dual lane. Dancing in the jungle with him is not the most efficient thing to do, but we're going to bop a little, just kind of get a scale for damage. We get Heimdall to come in, we should be good here, we're just going to leap out. I do have the ultimate as well, if they really come in and commit. Okay, so the Morgan just turned into Heimdall, yeeted Heimdall into space, we're going to come in, we're going to ult. We are able to help secure that first kill, and then we are able to clean up the Kuzenbo. So, dancing with Kuzenbo turned into their carry rotating. So we have a 2v1, they threw some abilities, I was able to get out, and that gave our carry enough time to clean up wave and then make the rotation. Comes in, ults, cleans up somebody, and then we're able to clean up support. So even though the Morgan has a weaker early game, by no means does that mean she's not useful. It's kind of all about the hands of the player she's being played by. Okay, so here's an Arachne, we're going to leap out. The web is still going to stick to me. Right now we're going to try to get the Morgan out of here, and there's the people we just killed, so it is time to run. 3v1 is not something we're looking forward to, especially with only boots. Maybe if we were a little bit tankier, we could dance around a little bit more, but we're going to just head back and try to hold lane for the Morgan. And if you hear me say the Morgan or the Morgan, I apologize. On the card it says the Morgan, but for some reason I was conditioned to say the Morgan. Just a little fun note. So right now we're holding wave, trying to save as many minions as possible for the Morgan. So I see she's here. We're gonna do a little leap. Okay, we're gonna try to get Kuzumbo under tower. He's able to ult out. So we burned his ult. That was a very free ult. Small little win for us. Morgan's gonna make a rotation around and go for purple. I can't say I blame her for going this back way, and I think it works pretty effectively. Because if they were to push us, there's a very good chance that they could just steal it.
Carry me, team.
Clean up this wave, or just get the XP with Morgan. If you guys have made it this far in the video, please be sure to leave it a like, leave a comment down below, let me know which god you want to see played next, and if you're enjoying this commentary and you want to see more Smite videos, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are currently working on growing, improving videos, coming out with new videos, and building up a community who wants to see gods and are willing to reach out and let me know which gods they want to see played. So back to the game. We got 2 people in left. We're going to do a little leapity leap, and then we're going to use our shield. No follow-up pressure from Loki. Heimdall was able to use his 3 to get away. That is another Kuzumbo ult. Loki goes on to Heimdall. I come in and ult, apply slow, use my jump to avoid the knockback from his thing, pop my curse, and Loki's gone. Bye bye. Didn't say a thing. Just disappears. So now I'm in a really shitty spot. I kind of assumed that Loki was gonna continue to attack Heimdall after Heimdall used his 2. He does not, so that's gonna lead to a death for us. Probably preventable. But I see the train of logic that I went down that led me to be near their tower instead of near our tower. So it's kind of one of those things. Even if Loki were to help, we probably both would have died. So he might have made the right call there. We're going to go back because we see Kuzumbo in this lane, and there is just 4 people in this lane. So we're going to kind of go over and just do a wellness check on the lane. Morgan's able to get some good damage on Kuzumbo. We're going to do a little knock-up, a little pushback, and a little pushback. Now we're going to use our 1, able to clean up the kill. It didn't look like the Morgan was pushing up, so I would have left that for her, but I also wanted to just confirm it. I didn't see her near, so just took off and got the kill. That was a very good 2 by Heimdall. Made it to where he couldn't get knocked up.
Your future looks bleak. Keep
Since we have high pressure and Loki is also in this lane, we're going to make a rotation to mid. See if Pridwen needs any help. We are going to clean up some harpies with Pridwen, and we are already doing what we're supposed to be doing as support mid, helping our mid camp get some camps. If we just hang out in mid, we are hurting them because we're lowering the amount of XP that they can gain because we're splitting wave. However, if we're hitting camps plus splitting wave is more XP and gold than not splitting wave and not going for camp, so like just hitting wave. So Pridwen ults, I don't think he's going to get anybody. I'm going to see if I can, okay, he's able to leap out, so I don't need to do much more to help him. Kuzumbo is coming through the jungle. We are going to just kind of hang back. So now we're kind of starting to enter the mid game. So hopefully we should be able to start doing a little bit more. That was very awkward, just jump and then hold my reflect into all of the minions of 3 enemy gods. Gonna pop the shield, try to tag as many people as possible, get ulted, gonna hang back. Looks like Arachne is going left, the Morgan's not there, but I should probably still use VGS to indicate that there's more danger. Alright, Arachne gets picked up on a ward, so the Morgan knows. We're gonna use our 1 to clear wave. I think we got all 3 off. We're gonna use our jump, try to get this Discordia. Alright, so now the health is looking a little scary. We got Arachne coming up behind us, and Heimdall coming from the left. I knew Arachne was there, but I turned right into her. I didn't have my jump. I think they cleaned up. Did Raijin get out of that? Very interesting. Because it looks like he went up through mid and then into that right jungle. So their Kuzenbo's going, Gauntlet of Thebes. That's kind of all I really saw right there. But while I was dead, I was looking at the enemy team builds and just kind of seeing if anyone was doing anything crazy, if anyone was doing anything that would cause me to change how I'm going to build my build. So we have the Guardian's Blessing finally stacked, and the reason we want this over Warrior's Blessing is Warrior's Blessing is going to help us sustain and maybe make us a little bit tankier, but the Guardian's Blessing is going to give us gold for the mid to late game, and that's really what we want. We want to get as many items online as possible, that way we are as tanky as possible and can bait out as many abilities as possible. The Talaria boots are going to give you 25% movement speed instead of the normal 18% movement speed. And this is going to be helpful as support because it's just going to give you that extra little bit of wiggle to get around. So I missed my ult on the Arachne there. Hopefully it won't matter too much. Raijin's able to get the kill. Kuzenbo's weak. He's running back. So these boots are going to just allow you to be a little bit more zoomy. And you're also going to get a passive where you leave Fountain, you move a lot faster. Come on, Loki. I don't want to take this. I don't want to take this. It's okay, I don't have the damage to take it. We're going to use our shield to get Heimdall off. Can't really face trade with Heimdall. So after the boots, Gauntlet of Thebes. Gauntlet of Thebes. I've kind of gone over this before, but I will again. For anyone who's new, Gauntlet of Thebes is going to provide 15 magical protections and 15 physical protections to all allied gods who stand within a certain radius of you. So right here I'm holding wave. I don't want to take wave. Raijin is just hanging out in the back. He's kind of doing it for a while. So at this point, like, I threw my whole kit onto Discordia. He's still hanging out under tower, so I take that to mean, okay, well, I'm just going to clear wave. Gauntlet of Thebes, protections for your team. Anyone who gets near you is going to get bonus protections. This works very well, whether you are a Peely type of support or a engaging type of support. I would say Nike is more of an engaging type of support, and I'm going to dive in, attack the enemy, and then any teammates who follow up are going to enter that radius and gain those bonus protections. So it's going to reward teammates who go in aggressively with me. Then for our fourth item, third one after starter, we are going to go Relic Dagger. That way we can spam our relics. The three relics that come to mind are Blink, Shell, and Horrific Emblem. This game I started with Horrific Emblem, although you can start with Blink or Shell. Shell would be the most defensive, Blink would be probably the most aggressive, and Horrific is kind of that in between where you can use it defensively or offensively.
Can you just AFK?
Gonna hit the Oracle, get the vision on Gold Fury. We're gonna go back mid. Looks like tier mid rotation, so we got a 4-man group going on in mid. We probably should push this tower. Tower objective. They got 2 down. Objective works. Tier's going back right. The Morgan's going back left. Loki's going back jungle. And we have fully dispersed. Now there's nobody in mid lane. We're gonna get Relic Dagger. And we're also gonna get Shell. So what Relic Dagger does is it increases your movement speed, gives you a little bit of health, and it reduces your relic usage by 40 seconds, meaning you can use it each one 40 seconds faster. So if you see that blue little trail behind Nike, that is the passive from the Talaria boots. There is usually a visual effect or animation for each of the items if they have any kind of passive. So Arachne goes right. We're going to see if we can make an appearance in right lane and relieve any pressure. I feel like we haven't rotated to right lane very much or if at all this game. So Arachne sees me. We're kind of just showing face, that way Tyr knows that Arachne's here, and he can back if he wants to. Does not look like he's going to want to, so we're going to do a little bit of early game, or a little bit of aggression onto this Hercules. Tyr misses the one ability he was supposed to hit, but that's okay. Now there's 3 people here. We're going to pop a Horrific. We're going to use our ult to just slow them down, get a little bit of spacing. So now we're looking to re-engage because we see that Loki's here. We get some damage off onto Hercules, a little bit of setup for the team to follow up on. So now our target would be Arachne. We pop a shell onto the Tyr, make sure he gets out. We missed the second proc on our 1, so she only gets the protection reduction, not the disarm. Looks like they're just going to sit under tower, so we are going to pull back. I'm trying to get the team to start attacking objectives. We're 19 minutes into the game, and the Pyromancer or Gold Fury have not been sought after by either team. You see Kuzumbo rotating over. The team just disengages, which I don't think Kuzumbo has the best cure. I mean, he could have ulted, thrown his 1 and ult and done some damage, but I think we would have had that Pyro. We're going to go ahead and take blue because Tyr can get his blue. We probably should have left blue for Tyr. Probably. Notice from the minimap that Hercules just used his dash, so next we're going to use our shell or our shield to try to push him back into the team. Use our 1, now we're going to use our 3, do a little bit of knockup. Looks like he's still getting away. Pop the Horrific, he pops a Sanctuary.
Here comes the surrender.
We were able to get another kill into that mix. Now we're going to use the shield to knock back Kuzumbo. And this is where Nike excels. Whenever you can group up with a team, use that shield to really displace an enemy from the team. So I leap in, use my ultimate, try to apply the slow, do a little bit of damage. Just want to provide a little bit of support for this Tyr. Although now I've created an issue where my team is actually behind a tower. So I gotta rotate around. If I was there, I might have been able to save the Morgan or the Loki. So we are just starting to come online. We are just about to start entering the late game. We have 2 of our 3 passive actives going on. And we are getting our first objective. This game looks like it's going great. We're going to do a leap onto this Discordia. She's going to ult. Does not hit us. Not a problem. So that was probably a bad shield. I maybe would have wanted to reposition a little bit. But Raijin's able to confirm the kill. He leaps out. Gonna leap away just in case anybody was following. So after Relic Dagger, we are going to get Pridwen. Now we have 30% cooldown. And whenever we ult, we're going to get 2 shields. So with this build, migrating into late game, we are going to want to just be annoying. To just be aggressive and annoying and hope that our team follows up. We want to defend our team whenever possible. But we want to spam our abilities onto the squishies. Who are the squishies? We really want to poke out Discordia and Heimdall leading up to team fights. Then we're also going to want to keep a defensive eye on where Arachne is and who she might be going after. And then we kind of just tickle Hercules and Kuzumbo. So there's not a whole lot to do there. So right here, we're going to do some bopping. Can we get him out? Yes, we push him off his thing. That's what I was going for. So he turns and he runs. He ults. We're going to stay onto Heimdall. Raijin is getting attacked, but we are going for Heimdall. He's the bigger target. So now things aren't looking too hot. We're kind of just dancing around. We're going to use our shield. That gets canceled by Kuzumbo's ultimate. Nice, we are able to get another kill onto the Heimdall. Loki's under tower doing Loki things. He has to pop a Sanctuary. We use our leap to go onto Discordia. We're going to stay on Discordia. Kuzumbo did a little bit of peel. here is able to clean that up. And we're going to go ahead and pop a shell so that way our team knows to go all in on this Kuzumbo. And we are able to get the kill. So now we're going to focus up on the tower. Okay, so we are going to clean up this tower. And then their whole team's down, so I think we should go for an objective. They're going to have Hercules and Heimdall coming up before the wave could get there, so there's a chance, but we don't really have a hunter, so I think the safest play is to go for gold. We got some items online, our team is starting to come together and play with each other a little bit. We are up 6,000 gold, 10 kills, things are going good. So we're going to go ahead and back, and the enemy team surrenders. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.